Turkey's President Tayyip Erdogan said that the Taliban need to end the occupation of their brother's soil and show the world that peace is prevailing in Afghanistan right away. As the deadline for the U.S. forces' withdrawal from Afghanistan is getting close, everyone is worried about the future of Afghanistan. More than half of the Afghanistan area is either controlled or contested by the Taliban. Taliban is now believed to control roughly half of the nation's 400 districts, several important border crossings as well as having laid siege to a string of vital provincial capitals. As the U.S. and allies leaving the country, the Taliban is strengthening its grip on Afghanistan. Following an operation initiated in the aftermath of the September 11, 2001 attacks, a U.S.-led military coalition has remained on the ground in Afghanistan for nearly 2 decades. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan declared that the Taliban must end its occupation of Afghanistan, emphasizing that they are taking the wrong way. Erdogan further said that the Taliban is not treating other Muslim nations the way they should. Following the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan announced that they were arranging discussions with the Taliban over the Taliban's refusal to let Ankara administer Kabul airport. God willing, Tayyip Erdogan told media in Istanbul, "We will see what kind of conversations we will have with the Taliban and see where these talks take us." Fears are increasing that without essential coalition air assistance, Afghan forces will be overwhelmed, enabling for a complete Taliban military takeover or the commencement of a multi-sided civil war in a country abundant in weaponry after nearly 4 decades of warring. Erdogan went on to say that Turkey intends to talk to the Taliban over the Kabul airport. Turkey has been negotiating with U.S. defense officials over its offer to help secure and run Kabul airport, which is key to allowing countries to retain a diplomatic presence in the war-torn country after the troop withdrawal. Turkey has volunteered to defend the airport, despite worries about how security can be ensured along vital transportation lines and at the airport, which is the main entrance to the capital Kabul. As Western forces withdraw from Afghanistan, the airport's security is critical for the running of diplomatic missions. The airport is at a vital location in Kabul, close to the Afghan presidential palace and foreign diplomatic missions, and it is the only spot from which diplomats may be evacuated in an emergency. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has called on the United States to meet conditions, including financial, logistical, and diplomatic support so that Turkey can run and guard Kabul airport after other foreign troops withdraw from Afghanistan. The Taliban didn't like this idea of Turkey controlling the Kabul airport. Taliban warned Turkey against those plans to keep some troops in Afghanistan to run the airport, calling the strategy reprehensible and warning of consequences. If Turkish officials fail to reconsider their decision and continue the occupation of our country, the Islamic Emirate will take a stand against them, the Taliban said in a statement, referring to Turkey's plan. Taliban has sent a delegation to Ankara to talk about this matter. Let's see on which side the camel sits.